What is coaching? How is it different from therapy, consulting, or mentoring? These are some of the things that I'm going to talk about in this episode. Hi, I'm Jale, and I'm a career reinvention coach. I work with mid career STEM professionals in architecture, engineering, tech, and related fields who are at a point in their career where they feel a sense of stagnation and are considering creating their own career path that is more aligned with their values and interests at this point in their lives. I support them in taking the first steps towards this transition. So, what is coaching? A few years ago, I didn't really know what coaching was. When I heard the word coach, I thought it meant someone telling me what to do or how I should live my life. So I didn't have a good feeling about coaching. I thought, how can someone know better than I do what's best for my life? But I simply didn't know what pure coaching is. When I learned more about coaching, I discovered that coaches do not and should not tell others what to do. Instead, they ask empowering questions that help clients tap into their own wisdom to find the answers they need. And then the coach supports them in bringing those insights into life. Most people, like my past self, don't know the difference between coaching, consulting, mentoring, and therapy. Here, I'd like to put them in simple words so you can see what coaching really is if you don't already. Coaching is not consulting. Consulting is when someone is an expert in a particular area and you hire them to give you advice on that subject. A consultant diagnoses problems, identifies opportunities, and creates an action plan for you so you can get the results you want. For instance, a business owner can hire a marketing consultant to look at the current marketing strategy, diagnose what's not working, find ways to improve it, and give the business owner an action plan to implement. Coaching is not mentoring. A mentor is someone who has walked the path, and you can learn about that path by walking beside them. They provide advice and guidance by sharing their knowledge in that area. For example, when I was working as an architect, my mentors were architects who had been in the field for 2 or 3 decades. And I could learn so much from them about how something is done. For instance, what information needs to be put on a set of building permit drawing, why certain insulation works better than other insulation in a specific detail, what to look for when I'm on a construction site. Mentors are people who have walked the path and can share their practical knowledge and wisdom with you. Coaching is not therapy. A therapist helps you process the past, work through traumas you may have endured, and make connections between those experiences and your present circumstances that are overshadowed by past wounds. The intention is to process the past so it has less impact on the present moment. In coaching, the impact of the past on someone's life is present in the sessions. We look at those impacts, but we don't dwell on them. We make connections between the past and the present and find ways to move forward. In some scenarios, the impact of the past need to be processed in a therapy container before coaching can be effective. In that case, the coach can recommend therapy and help the client find a good therapist to work with. Now that we have a good understanding of what coaching is not, let's look at what coaching is and what it can help with. When people come to coaching, they're usually at a place in their lives where they desire change, but they feel stuck. Sometimes they're unsure or unclear about the change they want, and that uncertainty keeps them from moving forward. Other times they know what they want, but still can't take steps in that direction because of fears. They've tried different things, but haven't found a way to move forward. There are hopeful voices inside them that picture a desired future. They can imagine that life. But there are also fearful voices that keep them from moving toward that future. Voices that say, you cannot get there. It's too hard. It's too risky. It's impossible. Others can get there, but not me. I am not smart enough. I am not strong enough. I am not fill the blank enough. All these voices and thoughts keep a person from moving forward. Usually, before the coaching process starts, the fearful voices are way louder than the hopeful voices. That's why there is a sense of stuckness and inability to move. During the coaching process, we work with both voices simultaneously. We work together to empower the hopeful voices. Sometimes we just need someone else to hear our hopeful voices so we can believe in them more. The coach is that witness. We also look at the fearful voices because they usually carry wisdom and have good intentions. They want to protect us from sometimes imagined harm or danger. We examine them to see how realistic those fears are. If they aren't realistic, we work together to shift them to a more realistic place. The moment the hopeful voices can overcome the fearful voices, movement becomes possible. The client can take a step. And with each step, the hopeful voices grow stronger and the fearful voices get quieter and move further to the back. Over time, momentum builds and the client can keep walking despite the fearful voices still being present. And this is the power of coaching. If you enjoyed this episode, then I'd love to support you. This is exactly what I help people with as a career reinvention coach. If you'd like to talk about where you are now, where you want to be, and learn how I can support you, click the link in the description to book a 1 hour complimentary consultation call. Subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. And please share this with anyone who may need it. Thank you.